How you doing? Thanks for watching. This is George here at Wicked Warnings, your number one source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment. What we were looking at right here is a brand new 2020 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. This particular one is a Z71 package. We're featuring a couple of different products, all of which you can see in the description of the video, links to each one, as well as a link to a shopping cart with all these parts in it, so if you can recreate this build in your own shop. Again, that'll all be right down in the description of the video, right below it in the Read More, Show More section. First thing you might notice is our Wicked Warnings auto flasher module. That's running those forward-facing white mirror spotlights that are on the front of the tow mirrors. Now, if you don't have tow mirrors, no worries. The smaller mirrors often have these white spotlights as well. So those work on the 1500 series and the heavier duty tow mirrors. We're running our auto flasher module also on the 3-piece roof light. Now, there's a couple different ways you can install that. You can elect to split up the 3 pieces of roof light and alternate, or you can flash in unison as we're doing here. Either one is acceptable. They both look good. In the grille of this truck, we're featuring our brand new Lin 8 LED. Now, this is the newest version of our Lin 6. We redesigned, retooled, packed it with better features and more LEDs. So that Lin 8 now features 8 LEDs, 4 white and 4 amber, and is a full illumination alternation color, meaning the entire light switches from amber to white. It is no longer a side-by-side. If you like the classic side-by-side Lin 6, we still have that, as well as this brand new True Dual Lin 8. The Lin 8 also has a flood mode. We didn't elect to wire that on the front of this particular build, but it does have a white flood override, another all-new feature of the Lin 8. Here's how we mounted those Lin 8 in the grill. Our TIR3 would fit there as well. Our Mini Thin or our Lin 6 would all fit in the same area. We mounted them actually behind the grill. It's actually mounted to the plastic support right behind the grill. And that way, if the grill needs to be removed, you can still remove it. We ran the wiring right under the metal and out the back. It's a fairly easy install. Just drill 2 holes and use self-tapping screws. That way, as I said, when the grill's removed from the truck, these lights actually stay mounted where they are. They're mounted to the support structure behind the grill. Fairly easy, fairly nice way to do it. And as you can see, puts those lights up nice and high in center. The reason I did it more towards the center, and if you wanted to mount them 1 or 2 more notches outward, you could. You can kind of nestle them into whatever opening in the grill there you like on the top. We mounted them closer to the center because, as you see, this is a plow truck. So it's going to have some great big plow headlights kind of floating there above the CH and above the ET in the logo. So I didn't want those to be blocked by the plow headlights, so we kept them more towards the middle. Nothing much really to show you on the mounting for the auto flasher module. We're using the factory roof lights and the factory mirror lights. It's all done internal inside the truck. The roof module wires in very easily right in the driver's A-pillar, and the mirror light module wires in very easily right under the dashboard. These are wire-in modules. You do need to cut a wire to get this effect. That is how our product works, and it is very easy to install. Alrighty, around the back of this truck, first thing you'll notice is that big, bad VBX 8000 Boss Salter. That's the big boy Salter. And we wanted to add a little bit of lighting to the Salter, so we chose our Raptor LED for a couple of reasons. First, its footprint. It's a large, nice, big profile light. Looks great up on the Salter on that little neo angle there. The other reason is it's included stainless steel bezel. We like the bezel that goes over the light. That way, when the Bobcat operator gets a little tired and dumps a half a load of salt, half in the Salter and half out the Salter, which if you plow snow, understand it happens a lot. That stainless steel bezel will help out keeping the top of that light salt free and keep it kind of damage free. The other benefit to that bezel is if the Bobcat operator accidentally bumps the light, hopefully that stainless steel bezel will keep it from busting it, smashing it, ruining it. It is a very robust, very strong C-shaped bezel, top and bottom. So I do think it'll keep that light protected. Now below it, you can see in our step pockets, we also feature our Lin 8. Now we are doing an amber white alternation color, just like the front, but we did go a little faster in the back. The front speed is a little bit lower. Back has a little bit more warning, a little bit more danger. So as I said, we increased the speed. The other thing we incorporated was the flood mode in those Raptor lights. Now that Raptor light can be programmed to flash amber and white, or flash white. We elected to keep it just flashing amber on this particular build, discussed it with the client, and they wanted the lower lights to be amber white, have a little touch of white down low, but those upper lights, being how big they are, we wanted to just keep those all amber. And that was a good idea, so we went ahead with it. We did do the flood override, so at any time, if the flashing lights are on or off, if they're on, you can see the flood overrides the upper lights. And if the emergency lighting is off, you can still use the flood override just for backing up or loading a trailer or anything else that comes to mind. Alrighty, so regarding mounting those Raptors, we just drilled a hole through the double wall plastic salter here. We were able to run the wire straight down behind that cover. We cleaned up a little bit of the wiring behind that cover as well. Put a 3-pole WeatherPack connector rather, ground, power for flash, power for flood. So we got a 3-pole WeatherPack connector right in here next to the factory wiring. Comes on with the same switch that the Lin 8s down in the pocket down there come on with. And there's a little shot of those Lin 8s in the pocket there. You can see them out very easily. That plastic is 100% hollow behind it, and you can fit a Lin 8, a Lin 6, a T3. All those fit very well right there in that spot. We are activating all of this off the factory auxiliary switches, number 1 and number 2. We put a little cheat sheet on the top there just until the driver memorizes everything. Number 1 is your flashing. Number 2 is your flood. We've set up these switches to work with the battery, so they work with key off. You can decide for your own if you want the switches to be key or battery on 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And if you want a little bit more information on how to hook these up, I'm going to provide the links to the GM upfitter diagrams that we used that'll explain all about these switches and how to hook them up. So those will be linked down in the description as well. If you have those switches and you're not sure, take a look at that or come see us at Wicked Warnings and we'll take care of it for you. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings. Don't forget, we're your number 1 source for construction and emergency safety and strobe lighting equipment for cars, vans, trucks, buses, SUVs, bicycles, tricycles, and everything in between. Make sure to like and subscribe. We really do appreciate your comments. Try to get back to everyone who does leave a comment. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next video.